Hi there, this is Jack Anthony, and I'm the nerdy looking guy up in the right hand corner of this slide. And I want to bring attention to someone who really stepped out and set up a really fun filled event. Heather Dawson, one of our security professionals. She had a cool idea to set up a Ask Jack kind of an Astro Funfest. And that's going to happen Wednesday, 27 October, where people can come in and ask Astro questions in a very safe area where no one will laugh at you. Believe me, the more we ask questions, the more we'll understand this domain. Whether you are a security professional or a rocket scientist, this is important. So we're going to have fun. But in order to get everybody all excited and relaxed, I'm going to have an icebreaker. I'm going to go over these three topics: orbital elements, 6 cool numbers with a time tag. Most important, I'm going to teach you the orbit element dance. Some of our senior leaders know this dance, so by golly, it's important for you to know it. Then we're going to meet the 5 orbit siblings. There's a new kid on the block that we're going to talk about. Lastly, orbit matching. How do you know they're coming to visit you? Who's they? Is it them or is it us? Well, we'll talk about that. Okay, the orbit element dance is infamous. It's on YouTube, and that's me in my driveway doing it. We'll get to see the video, but we've got to learn the orbital elements first. So we'll take a classic picture out of a textbook and talk about it. We'll also wheel over that really nifty plastic orbit model that the folks have over in space reconnaissance, and we'll talk about it. But we'll also look at this darn TLE. What are all the numbers in the TLE, two-line element set? Pretty important stuff. Hey, it's the orbit elements. That's what it is. Then the highlight of that first icebreaker topic, learning the orbit element dance. You will get out of your chair. You will remember the STP method, and you will do the orbit element dance and be able to dazzle your friends, family, and our senior leaders. Okay, the 5 orbit siblings. Leo, Geo, Mio, and Hio are the popular 4. Well, there's this new kid on the block. Cis Lunar. Whoa, what is that? Well, we're going to talk about that because it's getting a lot of attention. It's pretty wild. So you need to know what they're talking about. It's pretty cool, actually. Okay, this chart is just to let you know there's a lot of cool satellites in these orbits, and I'm going to go over some parameters. This may put you to sleep, so we won't spend too much time on it. But then we're going to peek at this cislunar thing. We're going to make sense of this diagram in the Earth-Moon system. Got this from my friends at Aerospace. Take a look at a side view, and then since you'll be maybe a little bit confused, scratching your head, we are going to take a trip outside if the weather's good, and we are going to act out the 5 cislunar orbits. We're going to make Heather be the Earth. Whoever the most senior person in the audience is will be the Moon. That'll establish our coordinate frame, believe it or not. Then I'm going to need 5 people to be the L1, L2, L3, L4, L5. Now, L1, L2, they're pretty popular. Here's Linus volunteering. So we need 5 volunteers. We'll go outside, and we're gonna do a 7-person formation and demonstrate where these points are. Too bad we can't have a cell phone inside the fence line. Heather would shoot us if we did, because we could make a video and become famous. But we're going to do this barring a snowstorm out there, so bring your jacket. The last topic will be orbit element matching. Are they coming to visit you? There is a lot of orbit maneuvering going on out there. And how do we make sense of it? Well, we make sense of it using the technique of this guy right here, Clark Keith. I'll tell you about Clark. He is an awesome guy gazing upon us from heaven. But he was one of the smartest people in the RPO business when he was with us. And we're going to talk about his 3 steps to figure out if they're coming to get you. Plane match, shape and alignment match, phasing in position. This is the recipe to rendezvous, proximity ops, and docking. Okay. And then, by golly, we'll look at some of its cool definitions. Clark loved to write definitions, so I wanted to show you some out of a publication. Okay, so I hope this motivates you. It's going to be fun. We'll have an icebreaker, and then you can pummel me with questions. Again, thank you, Heather, for setting this up. You rock. You are the Astro Geek of the Week.